Hulkbuster vs. Doomsday, the ultimate destruction battle. Imagine the sun setting over a sprawling metropolis, the city lights flickering on one by one. Suddenly, chaos erupts. Buildings crumble, sirens wail, and the sky tears open as two legendary titans prepare to face off. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Epic Battles Unleashed. Today we're dissecting a showdown of epic proportions, Hulkbuster vs. Doomsday. Exploding head. Now, I know what you're thinking. Can Tony Stark's ultimate armor stand up to the juggernaut that took down Superman? Well, that's exactly what we're here to find out. So grab your vibranium shields and kryptonite rings, folks, because this is gonna be one wild ride. Shield ring. First off, let's dig into the Hulkbuster armor, also known as Model 13, for all you die-hard fans keeping track of the armory. Designed by the genius billionaire playboy philanthropist himself, Tony Stark, this suit isn't your run-of-the-mill Iron Man armor. Hulkbuster armor. The Hulkbuster was birthed from necessity. After several incidents involving the Hulk causing unintentional havoc, Tony figured he'd need something beefier to keep the big guy in check. Enter the Hulkbuster, a modular armor system specifically engineered to match the Hulk's incredible strength. Biceps. Capabilities and features. Superhuman strength enhancements. This suit amplifies Tony's strength to staggering levels. We're talking about lifting in excess of 175 tons. Advanced weapon systems. It's loaded with repulsor beams, unibeams, micro-missiles, you name it. Plus, it has a shock absorption punch feature that counters kinetic energy. Clenched fist high voltage. Modular upgrades and adaptability. The suit can call in parts from orbit via Stark's Veronica satellite system. Damaged an arm? No problem. Swap it out mid-battle. Satellite wrench. Notable feats. Battles against the Hulk. In the comics, the Hulkbuster has gone toe-to-toe with the Hulk multiple times, most notably in World War Hulk. Switching gears to the DC universe, let's talk about Doomsday, the being engineered to be the ultimate survivor. Born out of Krypton's harsh prehistoric environment, Doomsday was subject to a nightmarish process known as forced evolution. Doomsday, Bertrand, his creator, would clone an infant, expose it to the planet's deadly elements, let it die, and then clone it again, over and over. After about 30,000 years of this brutal cycle, Doomsday emerged as a being who could adapt to anything that previously killed him. Powers and abilities. Immense strength and invulnerability. Doomsday's strength rivals, if not surpasses, that of Superman. Ability to resurrect and become immune to previous defeats. If you manage to kill him, he'll come back immune to whatever did him in. DNA adaptive combat skills. Doomsday can learn and adapt during combat. Notable feats. Defeated Superman in The Death of Superman. This is the big one. Doomsday and Superman literally punched each other to death. Battles against the Justice League. He's taken on the entire Justice League multiple times. Setting the stage for battle. So where does this cataclysmic clash take place? Let's set it in Neo Haven, an advanced yet uninhabited cityscape designed for military simulations. The city's powered by a fusion reactor, and there's a magnetic monorail network suspended above the streets. These elements could provide both obstacles and weapons. Circumstances leading to the clash. Doomsday crashes onto Earth after escaping from a containment unit devised by Lex Luthor. Upon landing, he begins his path of destruction. Tony Stark gets an alert and deploys the Hulkbuster armor, knowing that his standard suits won't cut it. Robot. The battle commences. Amidst the smoldering ruins of downtown Neo Haven, the Hulkbuster lands with a ground-shaking thud. "Hey big guy, you lost?" Tony quips through the external speakers. Doomsday responds the only way he knows how, with a deafening roar. T-Rex. Initial strategies. Tony initiates a scan. "Friday, give me a read on this ugly mug," he says to his onboard AI, unknown entity. "Energy readings off the charts," she replies. "All right, let's see how he likes repulsors at 98%. Tony fires a concentrated repulsor blast. Doomsday, barely phased, charges forward. Man running. Early exchange. The first punches are thrown. Metal meets monster. The shockwaves shatter windows. Tony uses flight maneuvers to stay agile, dodging Doomsday's colossal swings. Intensifying conflict. Realizing ranged attacks aren't effective, Tony switches to heavy artillery. Micro-missiles swarm toward Doomsday, exploding upon impact. Smoke fills the air. As the dust settles, Doomsday emerges, his exterior now showing bony protrusions. He's adapting. Grimace. Impact on the environment. The city's nanotech can't keep up with the destruction. Buildings collapse, the fusion reactor starts to overload, and electromagnetic interference begins to mess with Tony's systems. Friday. Systems check. Multiple failures across the board, sir. Adaptation and countermeasures. Doomsday leaps and lands a devastating punch on the Hulkbuster's chest plate. Alarms blare. Tony initiates a protocol to summon additional modules from the Veronica satellite. The climax. But Doomsday isn't giving him the time. He rips off the Hulkbuster's left arm, wires sparking. Okay, that's just rude. Tony quips. With systems failing, Tony decides to use the Omega Protocol. High-stakes maneuver. Friday. Divert all power to the Unibeam. Let's make it count. Tony unleashes the Unibeam at point-blank range. The blast creates a crater, and both combatants are engulfed in light. Resolution of the battle. As the light fades, Tony's suit is in tatters. Doomsday lies motionless. Did we get him? Tony whispers. But Doomsday stirs, stands up, now even more resistant. A boom tube opens. A portal from Apocalypse. Doomsday, your rampage ends now, a voice commands. It's Darkseid, recalling his creation. Doomsday is pulled into the portal, disappearing. Aftermath. Tony is left amidst the ruins, battered but alive. Well, that wasn't in the playbook, he sighs. Rescue teams arrive, and Tony is extracted. The city's a wreck, but the threat is gone, for now. The battle highlights the limits of even the most advanced technology when faced with a being of pure adaptation and resilience. It poses questions about the ethics of creating weapons of mass destruction. Analysis and commentary. The initial confrontation showed that Tony's conventional tactics were ineffective. Doomsday's ability to adapt in real time rendered the Hulkbuster's weaponry obsolete almost immediately. Comparative strengths and weaknesses. The Hulkbuster's strength lies in its versatility and Tony's ingenuity. However, its reliance on technology, which can fail or be interfered with, as happened with the electromagnetic disruptions, became a significant weakness. Doomsday's strength is straightforward but terrifying. His evolutionary adaptations make him increasingly invulnerable the longer the fight drags on. It's a classic case of attrition. Fan theories and what-if scenarios. What if Tony had employed a different suit, like the Godkiller armor? Or what if he enlisted help from other heroes? Alternatively, had the battle continued, could Tony have used a biological agent? Audience engagement segment. So, what do you all think? Could the Hulkbuster have stood a chance with different tactics, or is Doomsday just too overpowered? Drop your theories in the comments below. Speech balloon. Shout out to @Superfan99 who predicted we'd cover this matchup. Also, @TechGuru brought up an interesting point about Tony's potential use of nanotech in future suits. Keep the insights coming. Poll announcement. We're running a poll to decide our next epic battle. Would you rather see Thor vs Shazam or Doctor Strange vs Dr. Fate? Cast your vote in the community tab. Ballot box with ballot. Conclusion. Well, folks, there you have it. A deep dive into what would happen if the Hulkbuster took on Doomsday. It's a battle that tests the limits of technology against evolutionary perfection. Call to action. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, share with your fellow geeks, and don't forget to subscribe for more epic content. Well, next week, we're unraveling the mysteries of the multiverse of madness. Closing visuals. Roll the highlights. Let's revisit those jaw-dropping moments from today's battle. And as always, a huge thank you to our sponsors and to you, our amazing community. Stay super, everyone. Sparkles.